morning. Hey there, family. How are you guys doing today? First of all, I must say, to God be the glory. Great things He has done. He woke us up this morning a sound mind. Thank you, Father God, for your grace and your mercy. Renew it every single day. Happy Motivational Monday. And in that same breath, happy Memorial Day to each and everyone out here. So, oh, it's windy right now. It is so windy outside. Let me show y'all. Ooh, look at the trees dancing. Just look at the beautiful trees dancing in this beautiful weather outside. If you're if it's your first time here on my live, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for liking and sharing my content. And thank you for accepting me being me. So, happy Motivational Monday again. I started out late this morning, but guess what? I'm not going to stop pushing. Okay? I won't stop pushing because if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? You have to do it for yourself to get it done. All right. I started my journey from last year. I started out with juicing, and I used to go to the gym, but I used to go probably once or twice a week because of my business. And when I tell you, I realized that it wasn't doing anything for me. So I had to tighten up my game. I had to start by now disciplining myself to eat right. And once I started to discipline myself by having a good eating habit, hey, good morning, Miss Baby Doll. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much, Nabs. I can't pronounce y'all name. Nab something. Thank you so much for stopping by my life. So once I really realized that I need to really put more time and energy into me, that's when the game started to change for myself, right? My face, I always struggled with acne when I was a kid growing up. I had, when I get my monthly and any kind of stress, I would get a lot of acne, and it had stopped. But I realized that also your eating habits have a lot to do with your skin because what goes in is going to come out. So I decided that soda, all that stuff that's not good for me, I had to leave those things alone. So I started my juicing journey from last year. And my face was just breaking out a lot because of stress, everyday pressure, everyday life. So once I started that, realized that things started to change. So on this motivational Monday, I want to say to you guys, you have to put the time, the effort, and just put it in your spirit that you're going to always do you. You're going to take care of your mental space, happy awareness, this mental month awareness. This is a mental awareness month, right? So we have to always take care of our mental health, our physical health also. See, this morning I had a long weekend. I had my yearly fish fry on Friday, and I also had a graduation party. So this weekend was very hectic for me, and I was extremely tired. I wanted to get up this morning and started walking before it got hot outside. But when I turned over at about 7:15, it was raining outside. Every Memorial weekend, it rains every year in South Florida. And did I make that stop me? No. I laid back down, I listened to my body, and I did lay back down for another couple of about 2 hours. And then I got up, I got dressed, and I said, you know what? Even though I'm starting out late this morning, hello, how are you? Happy Happy Memorial Monday. I'm not going to make it stop me from walking. It's now after 10 and I'm outside. The sun is up. But guess what I did? I made sure I did my facial moisturizer and put my sunscreen on, and I came outside, and I am outside putting the walk in. Guess what? The rain is coming down and I'm going to get wet. As I told you guys, I honestly know that this time of the year in South Florida we get rain and it just comes down like boom out the sky. And I said it and now it's happening. There goes somebody fishing. Look at this. He's out here fishing. Good morning. How are you? Happy Memorial Day to you. Enjoy your day. You too. And guys, I'm going to get wet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to get wet. 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 But that's all a part of the game. So I'm trying to hustle and bustle to reach my house because I love to walk here by the lake. Trust me, it is so peaceful. It's serene. It just brings a lot of lightning to my heart when I come out here and walk in the mornings. Okay, you have to do what makes you happy, not what the world wants you to do or expect of you to do. Because at the end of the day, your happiness, you owe that to yourself. Always remember, guys, we cannot pour from an empty cup. Look at the skies behind me. You see how dark the sky got? Because the rain is drizzling. So I'm trying to rush home before I get wet. I'm already sprinkled. But then these are showers of blessings. So we count it all joy. But again, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So you have to always make sure that your cup is somewhere full before you can pour. It's just like driving a car on empty without gas. At some point, that car is going to stop. It is definitely going to stop because no gas is in it. So I don't know which one of my followers here this morning needs to hear that you have to pour into yourself. The world keeps going. The clock keeps giving the time. But you have to stop, take a pause, and pour into yourself. No matter how hard life is, guys, we have to take the time to pour into ourselves. It's imperative that we stop at some point and pour into ourselves. I can speak from living testimony because I have always had the jobs that requires a lot of standing, a lot of hard work. I started out when I came to the United States years ago in the late 80s. I started out working at a department store, and that standing was not easy. And then, because I love to do hair, my next job was getting my cosmetology license and started doing hair. That job was not easy either. I stood on my feet for hours, 12, 14 hours. If anybody on the live who have experience or have been a hairdresser, you know that standing on your feet 12, 14, 16 hours, especially busy season like this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, everybody wants to go party. And look how my skin is glowing now. A couple weeks ago it was so bad. But because I'm determined to make sure I pour into me, this is what's happening for me. Look at my skin. I got back to my house. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I had my TV going on motivational post, so I'm going to stop it because I don't want to get fat. Anyways, even though I started out late, see, I got my walk in. Thanks be to the Most High. And now I'm going to make me some breakfast because I've been so busy for the past couple of weeks. I really don't stop much to do breakfast. But this morning I'm going to do breakfast with you guys online. Okay? I'm going to do breakfast with you online. Da, 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 da. I don't think since I started live, I've done breakfast so far. But today, I will do breakfast. Okay? Hope your day is going good so far. Right? Oh, so I'm going to wash off the potatoes. I'm going to dice them up. Growing up back home in Jamaica with my grandma, if it's one thing we would always have to do is eat breakfast. She made sure we eat and we eat well. She would get up early. She would make her fried dumplings and some callaloo or ackee and saltfish. Breakfast was a must. And then again, breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. Because when you have a good breakfast, that can hold you until later on in the day when you decide to eat something else. So I'm going to do some breakfast potatoes. And I'm going to do them in my air fryer. So I already washed these potatoes. And I'm just cutting them up, dicing them in pieces, bite-sized pieces. So guys, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me where you're watching from so I can give you all a shout out. But thanks again for the love, the support, liking my content, sharing my content. I appreciate y'all so much. It means a lot to me, okay? Thank you. Thanks for liking the live. So these are the potatoes. I'm gonna get my air fryer started because I'm going to put them in the air fryer. I could do them in the oven, but I'm going to do them in the air fryer instead. At 400. Alright, so I started the air fryer. And I'm going to go ahead and season my potatoes. So I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt. A little bit of complete seasoning. Oh, the container is empty. So what I usually do, I buy in bulk because I have a business which requires me to use a lot of seasoning. So I buy the big containers, and then I have the small containers that I will transfer the seasoning to them. And that's, I have to shop economically because when you buy in bulk, it end up being cheaper than running to the store every single time that you would need something. That's the cheap way. So when I shop economically because I do a lot of big bulk seasoning. All right, so this, I love to use me somebody a complete seasoning. This is the bomb, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit of complete seasoning. I already put the garlic powder. I'm gonna put some seasoned salt. Oh, you know what? Should I dry them off? But I did. It's okay. And some cayenne pepper. Oh, onion powder. Oh, and some paprika. Okay? I'm gonna toss them around. I'm gonna clean up my area. And then this is what they look like. Alright? I'm gonna go in with a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna transfer my olive oil into this dispenser. Drizzle some olive oil. I'm gonna shake that up. This is what they look like. All right. Well, today is a new day. Give thanks to God. All praises to the Most High, who is all sanctified. And I make them straight with coming out all right. All right, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna add them to the air fryer. Spread them out evenly. All right, this is what they look like. And I'm gonna let them air fry. All right, so that's gonna take 20 minutes. So again, I just wanted to say thank you guys for stopping by my page. And happy Motivational Monday, happy Memorial Monday. Okay? So if you're not yet following me, I would ask you guys please to give me a follow, like, and share. All right. Okay, why are you telling me now? When did you tell me? You told me when I was doing dinner sale? What time is your interview, Kalia? You know, I don't get it. Where is the interview? You know, I don't like when you tell me things on point because I need to plan around it, Kalia. You can't just drop things on me. You have to tell me in advance. I'm going to do some sausage and I'm going to do some eggs also. Let me tell you guys something. Having kids is one of the biggest blessings that God has ever given to me because they teach me patience, they teach me motivation, they teach me responsibility, they teach me endurance. You name it, having children has taught me, especially these nowadays children. You have to have a strong willpower to be a parent and at the same time balancing parenthood, your business, surviving. It's not an easy task. Okay? It's one of the most challenging things that you can do in this lifetime. Is it doable? Yes, but you have to be very, very strong. Take it from me. So in the meantime, the potatoes are cooking. I'm going to go ahead and I have some stuff in my sink. I'm going to clean them up. I just felt like having a very tasty breakfast this morning. So we're going to cook together. Now, being in the kitchen, a lot of people don't like to wash dishes. And when I was a kid growing up in Jamaica, my grandmother is going to cook. Yes, she is. But we have to clean up. So from an early age, this was seasoned, if I should say, in my body and my lifestyle. Washing up dishes, cleaning up after is important. You can't cook and don't clean. That's a very important part of any good cook and any kitchen. Okay? So while you're cooking, the cleaning is important. Clean. Some of these young people do not like to clean, but it's a part of the equation. Okay? And my childhood memories are pretty much very good. Oops, because my grandmother really, really is a good cook. She used to cook for the whole community. And she taught me how to wash, cook, and clean. All of that good stuff my grandmother taught me. And I am so grateful because that helps to mold me in the woman that I am today. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to know how to do stuff. Because the way how this world is going fast, these things are things that help you along life's journey when you know how to be self-sufficient. It's one of the best clothing you can wear. Thanks again for stopping by my page. Thanks for liking the live. And thanks for being a part of my community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Usually I go out for Memorial Day, but this year I didn't go much. There was a big show here in Florida yesterday. Year to year they keep it. It's called Best of the Best, where a lot of artists from Jamaica and all over come in and they have a nice big show downtown Miami. I used to go when I was much younger. I never used to miss this event, but I haven't gone for so many years. But I know it's still good because yesterday my friend went live. Two people at I went live yesterday, and I was watching from their live, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good show, but it is so hot outside. I mean, really, really hot. It started out very hot. So for me to be outside like that for hours and hours, it's a lot. I'm not that good with the heat. I rather want it to be cold than to be outside in that crazy heat. That's not for me. Okay. So I'm just over here. I felt like some good breakfast this morning, and that's what I'm gonna make. I don't know. Are you guys a tea person or a coffee person? Do you do tea or coffee? Nobody's gonna answer. Everybody's scared to answer me. Why? Well, I'm a tea lover. I love to drink me a nice hot cup of tea. Once in a while, I will drink some cappuccino. I'm not a coffee person. I'm a tea lover. Genuinely, a tea lover. Love me some tea. So right now, I'm going to put the kettle on, make me a cup of tea. Hot tea. And again, going back home in Jamaica, it has taught me a lot because the morning starts with some hot tea. It's these nowadays children I see don't drink tea. But growing up, a hot cup of tea was very important for us to start our day. We had to drink a hot cup of tea. All right, so I'm going to check in right now on the potatoes that I'm making in the air fryer. Just want to shuffle them up a little bit. They're roasting very nicely. All right, so I'm just going to move them up, move them around a little bit so they can cook evenly. All right, that's going perfectly. And now I'm making a cup of tea after making sure my sink is clean and spotless. Over here. Great is thy Lord. Oh my God, Revel, you just made my Monday. Thank you so, so much for coming over to my YouTube. And I'm going to explain something to you. And I said it over there on TikTok the other day. I built a community on TikTok. Hey, morning. Came for the car? I have to take Kalia to a job interview about. So she going for. No, I don't need it. I'll drive the truck. I built a community over there on TikTok, but sometimes some things have to happen for some things to happen. And I used to be on TikTok for hours and hours and hours. And I love my platform. I love Team Faithful, but I also wanted to build my YouTube channel. And I realized that I love TikTok, don't get me wrong, but I realized that over YouTube is kind of grounded over here, but I'm building my foundation here on YouTube, and I know eventually I will get the same love that I get over TikTok. But I've built my TikTok, and now I'm trying to build my YouTube. So to see one of my top followers and one of the person that I love so much, genuinely, to come over here. I appreciate you. I love you, and you know that it's all about being real, keeping it authentic and real, and that's me. I did say it over at TikTok that I am on a health journey. Thank you, and it continues over here where I am in the process of losing weight because we know that the older we get, the more things start to pop up in our lives, and it's kind of harder to lose weight. So I am really trying to stay focused. Women over 50, women over 50, men over 50. We started, all kind of stuff started to happen, started to happen. I definitely can feel it in my body. So I have to put the extra time in to take care, to do self-care. So I started out with my juicing journey, as you all know, and now I'm focusing on my diet. So I have cut back on, you know, rice, starch, fast food, and I am more focused now on drinking a lot of water, juicing. I eat mostly salad and protein, and it's working. My mommy told me, and everybody told me that they see the changes in my body. And it means a lot because if you don't put the work in, today is a motivational Monday. I know I love to motivate. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make the first step. You take baby steps one day at a time, and eventually everything will fall in place. Thank you so much, Rebel. You know we love you already, right? And I respect and appreciate everyone that's on my platform. But when you build a relationship with your followers, they're loyal, their love is real. You have to show them that they're appreciated. And one thing about me, when I go over live, I am always picking up and respecting the people in my life and they show me respect right back. So thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the respect, the likes, the share, most importantly, the prayers. I appreciate y'all so much. And you're going to love it here. Trust me. I know you guys don't know me like that yet, but right back at you, baby. Right back at you. Thank you so much. Sharing, liking, and commenting helps to build my platform. So I appreciate y'all so much. So I start out by having some ginger tea. I did my walk. Probably you weren't on the live yet, Rebel, but did my 15 minutes walk. I wanted to do 30 minutes, but it started raining because every Memorial Day here in South Florida, it rains. So it was raining and I didn't get to do 30 minutes, but I did about 15 minutes. And then I came back inside and felt like I want something nice for breakfast. So I'm doing some roasted breakfast potatoes. They're right over there in the air fryer. And I'm going to do some Vermont maple sausage. That's got a little sweet taste to it. That's what I'm feeling for this morning with some eggs. And this is my cup of tea. I started the day late because I got up late. So this is my cup of tea. I'm going to make the tea cool down a little bit. The only thing I really miss over here, honestly, the difference between YouTube and TikTok. Y'all know that I'm a music enthusiast. I love to listen to good music. And I can't do music over here on TikTok, on YouTube, because of copyright. But I love to dance and carry on with myself. But I'm going to do my research and figure out how I can add music or, even instruments over here while I'm over here because it gets a little bit quiet. Well, it is quiet, and I'm not used to that extreme quietness. I'm used to music in my background. But that's the only thing so far that's kind of not what I'm used to. I had a very long weekend, a very festive weekend, and I always say this on my live over TikTok. When we ask God for things, we have to prepare for Him to open up the door and the floodgates of heaven and pour us out a blessing, because it's written that we don't have room to receive. And I have proven that God does answer prayers, and you just have to be patient and remain faithful. And honestly, guys, it's happening to me. This past weekend, I was so busy. Okay, no problem. Enjoy your day and be safe out there on the road. I pray that you have traveling mercies, okay? Have a great day, baby. So happy to have you over here with me. It makes a difference, huge difference. And you're always in my prayers, just know that. So this past weekend, I had two events. I did a graduation party that that's a party planner that I've never worked with before. I don't know if she found me on Instagram or TikTok. And that's the thing. My platform is where I get 85% of my business. I am a very professional person, a woman of God, very professional, and love my job. And people don't have to know you personally to refer you, because that referral came from a party planner that didn't know me. And my clients, they turned out to be very particular. Look at my breakfast potatoes. Yes, they are cooking up this one. So good. I want to flip them. Oh, let me get a stone to flip them. And working with clients that you never worked with before, you have to make sure you display your professionalism and your passion for the work that you do. If you go out there and you just feel like, okay, I'm just going to do it just to do it for the money, then that way you will never progress in your business. You have to make sure you put warmth, you know, passion, professionalism, all of that comes together. That's how you will have a progressive business. So I can tell you this morning, if you're out here doing a business and you feel stuck, like you're not going anywhere, you have to reevaluate yourself, because your professionalism is what's going to get you places. So if you're just joining, I'm making sausage, eggs, and some roasted potatoes. All right. So I'm going to scramble some eggs. I like my eggs fried, but sometimes I like it scrambled also. Okay. And I also like boiled eggs. I also like my eggs boiled. So sometimes I boil. Sometimes when I'm doing when I'm on the run in the mornings, I like to do my eggs boiled. But seeing that I have time today and I'm doing some me time, I'm scrambling. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add stuff that I like in my, you know, in my egg. A little complete seasoning, a little black pepper, and I also when I do my scrambled eggs, and I can't not mention growing up back home. I think I'm going to use all of this because I can leave back some for tomorrow. Growing up in Jamaica, we had eggs. I'm still now, because when I go back home, I go to the back of my house and we get eggs from the chickens. I'm coming, guys. I'm just getting some stuff out of the refrigerator. I'm gonna tip a little bit of milk. Okay, here's what it is, Polly. Pinch of milk. And I'm going to cut up some scallion because I like all of these little excitement in my scrambled eggs, right? Just a little piece of bell pepper. All right. So this is my egg. I'm going to get my skillet. Uh-oh. Yes, I love to do my cooking in this. skillet. All right, and look, the potatoes are done. It's quiet in here. I'm not used to quiet, but it's okay. Thanks for stopping by, okay? Making me a delicious breakfast. All right, so now I like to use the small stove because I'm able to use my small skillet. This is my pickle. This is like priceless right here. Give me 1 second, I have to go grab some. Okay, so now I'm back. I had to run outside and take care of something. And now I'm back. I'm going to do the sausage first, and then I'm going to do the eggs. Now, let's see what's going on here with the potatoes that I did. This is what they look like. Nice golden brown. Mm. And they're very tasty. Okay. So I'm going to go in with the sausage. I'm going to make breakfast for me and my daughter. Okay. I always love to make a healthy breakfast to start my day. it just sets the mood for the rest of the day. So having a healthy breakfast is always a good thing to do. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping. Making some breakfast sausage. It's a little bit late for breakfast, but it's okay. It's okay. It's never too late for a shower, please. Okay. I just want to make this something tasty and healthy. Now I'm going to do my eggs. I just did the sausage. I have the potatoes done already. And I'm going to do my eggs. Oh, resort to the top. Oh, I have cooking spray for that. In order to have a good scrambled egg, you have to make sure you push from the end to the middle, let it drain, and that's how your eggs will come out nice and fluffy. Not to mention tasty. And you know what? I got me some Gouda cheese and I'm going to put some in there. Okay. I'm going to grate some Gouda cheese. So today I'm eating good. I'm eating good today. Yes. I didn't have any spinach, but I had bell peppers, onions, and I add those in. Oh, yes. To make this breakfast nice and tasty. Okay. All right. Cheese. And I'm going to cut a piece and grate it in my scrambled eggs. Okay. Yes. This breakfast, trust me. This is once in a while breakfast. I'm treating myself today after working so hard for this weekend. Good morning, sis. Oh, all is well. See you, God. You're celebrating. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you, thank you. Love you. One of my biggest supporters and my prayer warrior. Thank you, baby. You know I appreciate you. We might not talk every day, but you know that I appreciate you. Yeah. Thanks for your love and your prayers. The love is real. I always ask God, since it's motivation on Monday, I'm going to add this in. I always ask God to send me people that are going to be my cheerleaders, my well wishers, mean me well. Because out in this cold world, everybody is not for you. I'm eating this so I can go in. And I'm going to show you guys what I did. I'm going in with my breakfast sausages. I mean my breakfast potatoes. And the sausage gonna go right on top. This is for me and my daughter, okay? I'm going to have a field day with this. With my cup of tea. Trust me. So let me show you guys what I did. Thank you, baby. So this is what I had. Some breakfast potatoes, scrambled eggs with some sausage. And this right here will be breakfast for 2 days. Right? Yes. Just look how delicious this looks. Okay. And I grated my Gouda cheese on the eggs. And I'm going to grate a little bit more on the top. All right. So again, this is motivational Monday, guys. Stay true to yourself, no matter how the game seems. Stay true to yourself and stay positive. Me, I go have a field day with this breakfast here. When I ask, and I am on a diet, but I got up this morning feeling for some breakfast bowl type of thing. And this is what it looks like. Who is that, Pat? Thank you, Pat, for stopping by. And thanks for your words of advice. Everybody is not out here is not real. Everybody out here is not there. Some of them are gatekeepers. But you know the good thing about me? The good thing about me, my grandmother raised me with clean hands and pure heart. So I'm not perfect. And I will never sit down and tell you guys on this slide that I'm perfect. I fall short every single day. But one thing I know for a fact that I am is real. Oh, when I tell y'all I'm gonna eat this. Woo. I'm going to eat me a nice breakfast, guys. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Jeez, I wanted to 1 second. Be in my purse. Yes, it is. Yes, yes. yes, yes. If I had some parsley, I would garnish it, but I don't have any parsley. So I used all of it. So I can't garnish it. But let me tell you, with this cup of tea and this breakfast, what you call this? Breakfast, whatever, I'm going to eat me some breakfast. Okay? With these breakfast sausage and, I mean, breakfast, what do you call it? Thing? Potatoes and sausage and egg in nice bowl. Oh, this is going to get, and the thing is, I eat portion. I might not eat a lot one time, but I will leave some back for breakfast tomorrow morning. That means that when I'm on the go tomorrow morning, I will have breakfast. I don't have to worry about breakfast because breakfast is already made. And I know my daughter will eat some. Mm, 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 mm. These potatoes were air fried. If you came on the live late, the potatoes were air fried. And they're just perfect. Because I'm really trying to stay away from food nowadays. So for me to do a quick air fry, it's beneficial to me. So I'm gonna tell you guys now how the breakfast that I made taste. All right. Again, it's breakfast potatoes, sausage, and I put bell pepper, tomato. I didn't put no tomatoes because I didn't have any. Eggs. This right here is so good. Trust me. Sometimes your taste bud just feels for something different. And I'm so happy that I did this. I'm going to talk to you about the next level. I know you're busy, but when you get the time while you're building up the fan base over here, you can share your YouTube to TikTok fan for them to come over. Oh, oh, you gotta tell me how to do. Let me tell you something. When God put people in our life, and when you put them in our life, you don't make mistakes on that. It's so good. I woke up feeling for this morning, Pat. I say I have to make it. I seasoned the potatoes because I think you came on the live late. Put them in my air fryer. Season them with paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, complete seasoning. Put them in my air fryer. I scrambled up the egg. The sausage were patties, but I minced them up. Mm. Look at the potatoes, how they came out perfect and tasty. Mm. So good. I didn't juice. All my juice is finished. I'm drinking a cup of tea. And then I'm going to have water. And then later on today, I'm going to drink the coconut water. I have some salmon. I bought a salad at Sam's, and if you ever see all the salads, a bag of salad, I think it's better for us to make our fresh salad. Oh, you were? I didn't see your notification. I got up late anyways because I had a very long weekend. Got nice breakfast. Oh my God. And you know what I notice nowadays, so because I'm on a diet, my belly full quick. Because you shouldn't eat until you're full when you're on a diet. You have to eat until you're satisfied. There's a huge difference. Never eat until you're full. Eat until you're satisfied. So that means you have to curb your appetite. You know, one of my loyal followers from TikTok found me though. My follower was just on my page and made sure they identified themselves, and I saw that they were there for me. God is so good. No, that was good. But you know, that's nice too. Try it. Mm-mm. I'm gonna have today and tomorrow. I'm gonna pack it away. Because even if my daughter eats some, she's not gonna eat a lot. And I have half of it left. So tomorrow now, I know I already have that prepped and ready to eat for breakfast. And I have some salmon. That will be dinner. When I go on the road, because I have to drop her somewhere, I might grab me a bag of string beans and make me some string beans because I've been eating baked potatoes for weeks. Thank you. I don't understand how to do the share, so you have to tell me how to do that. I'm learning. Oh, oh Lord. My frying pan is still on. Let me turn it off. Guys, my breakfast is so tasty. When I tell you my breakfast is tasty, I would love for you to try it. Scrambled eggs, sausage, and breakfast potatoes. I did it all on live. Okay? So good. Yeah. Yeah. So good. I have a lot of things to do today. So I'm gonna eat this delicious breakfast and get my day started. Thanks, Pat. It's nice too. And I add some Gouda cheese to it. So good. The sausage were in patty, and I mince them up. Mm. And you know the Jamaican style, where we cut up the bell pepper. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when I'm doing scrambled eggs and you cut up the bell pepper, you could scale it and add little black pepper and something in it, it just get a different taste. So my bell peppers and onion. And I never used to appreciate vegetables until I got older. My mom doesn't eat meat, she's a vegan. And I remember I used to see her eating all these vegetables. I'm like, "Oh." But now that I'm older, when I'm cooking, I saute a lot of vegetable. Okay, when I come off a live, me I go call you. I have to carry my daughter somewhere. I may have about 6 weeks worth of clothes for my bed. For pack away. I will tell people all the time, I'm busy, but I don't like dirty clothes in my house. So what I like to do is wash and the laundry depot off of my bed. But you want to know the good thing about it? The clothes are clean. Because I don't like dirty clothes in my ear space. To me, dirty clothes, dirty house, it heavy down your house. It blocks your blessing and all those things. So I don't keep dirty clothes in my house. I'm going to wash at least 2 to 3 times a week. Exactly. And then me can go ahead now and say, all right, the clothes them clean and a day like this now. Me can go upstairs and take my time and put them away. Yesterday, Pat, I was saying something, a friend was telling me the same thing. I have to find somebody. I have help, but when everything done, and me always have to wash up the plate them, me always have to unload the truck. So what my friend was saying, don't pay nobody until everybody come back after the event and help you unload and wash up and dry up and pack away. That should be a part of it is a part of the job, but it always come down for me. I work yesterday till my week. Between Friday and yesterday all day, I work till my week. I wash up plate. I know you see the post I make. When I wash up the plate them afterwards, oh, pack them away, dry up the shade for them, put them in the back in the box them. The work is not easy. Last night I fell asleep on my couch. But because again, this is motivational Monday, I'm gonna stress. Don't make the struggles of life make you give up. You have to keep going. Can't stop. And you probably just know me probably about 2 years now. But for the people that will know me long time, I know so this is something when me I struggle and I do my thing. Them sister, everything will happen for me deserve it. Let me get my water. Now, I want to cup with my water there. What is? Don't tell me somebody carried upstairs and leave it up here. I sure did. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to pack away the breakfast. Honest. Alright, so what I have learned is when it's your business and you want the gear what you want out of it. Probably not say the right word, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you have to put out the effort. The people them that you hire to work with you, they're just going to do it because they're having a paycheck. Your business is your business is your business. It's your passion. Nobody is going to put out the effort, the work, the time that you, your business, to make it successful. I know my phone them can't get so quick, you know, man. Probably may have only apps open, you know. You have to put out. And that me always say, Pat, I don't know how people find the time for God people yard just sit down and gossip. Me glad how my grandmother raised me and how my family stay. We don't love people yard. People if you come on my yard. It's like straight up. People must come to my yard. Me as their lights, nothing over people yard in their yard. In them house, in them ear space. Me not raise so. Me not grow up so. I wasn't brought up like that. So what I'm doing now, I would call this meal prep. May I start out 2 different containers of the breakfast. If my daughter not eat it, me definitely I go eat it. You understand? So I'm separating the breakfast in 2 different containers, cool it down and put it in the fridge. So me know now for tomorrow morning I have breakfast again. Yeah. And guys, always remember, I can't stress it enough. It's a mine. But for them, I'm going to have to taste it out nice. Nice, yeah? See? May I catch it, make it cool down. Catch the cover on it. Let it cool down. Alright? And that will be breakfast for another day. So I think I have scrambled like 6 eggs. Good thing is once in a while, because my mommy, me treat my mother very well. When I started my business, it was me and my mother. Not the motivational Monday moment. It's written, honor your mother and your father that your days may be longer. I remember when I was working my dialysis job. And I used to do first Saturday. I used to do plates on first Saturdays. And I said to my mom, I said, I want to start a catering business. And this was the first thing I said to my mommy. I said, Mita, because her name is Melita. Her name is very unusual. And I said, Melita, I want to start a catering business. And I don't want it to be like the regular fish fry backyard something. What everybody I do. I want it to be different. You have so many Jamaican restaurants, and I know there are caterers out here that caters, and most of the restaurants, Jamaican and Caribbean restaurants, they do catering. But me want to do my own different. You understand? I want to do my own different to the point where, my name out there. So while I was at the dialysis clinic working, and this is true story now, Somebody out here needs some kind of motivation, so I'm going to give it. You see, anything you want in a life, see this? It's very powerful. Your tongue is very powerful. That's why certain things I don't say. You know, family members, I say, Lord, the woman them in our family not lucky with man. Me stop say that. And I'm a very motivational person also. And that people gravitate to me because of my personality also. But my cooking and my yes. No for me and my family. Lord, I'm not lucky with man. I say that uno can't stay there and say those things because me, when God have a nice man out there for me, and he's going to find when the time is right. So I'm not going to sit down and say, Lord, the woman them in my family bad lucky with man. No, your tongue. So back to what I was saying. I said to my mom, you know, I want to start a cater. You see my mother, she can't get anything from me. And when she go to Jamaica, she boasts and tell everybody, Lord, me I work with my daughter, me dep on her payroll. Yes. Because when I started out years ago and I was still working the dialysis job, 3 12 hour um 3 12 hours for the week, 12 days for the month, but they weren't no easy 12 hour. Me have to get up out of my bed 3 o'clock in the morning. Me don't talk, Pat, because you don't know. Me and you have a conversation and you know what time it is. 3 o'clock in the morning, holiday, Thanksgiving, we have to go in 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. and come off. We have to still work with 12 hours and come off by at least 2 p.m. because we work 12 to 14 to 16 hours. When we reach my house, because my family is very religious, I have a family that's very close knit. Them not go eat till me reach home. So when we reach home, after me work that 14 hours at the clinic, because we have to make the patient them coming from 12 a.m. in the morning, dialyze both shifts for 2 hours, and then we can leave, which that's a 14-hour shift right there. So if we go work 12 a.m., I have to start help cook for my family for Thanksgiving. Christmas is the same thing. It wasn't an easy task. And when we started there, let's travel, we backtrack a bit more. When we started there, job, and we go one of the you know, the classes, the 4 hour classes, then we have to do all kind of classes to keep your license active. And I go one of the class and I sit back there and I observe. Because you learn more when you listen. Trust me, guys, you learn more when you don't listen. And I did it, and I hear the whole of the tech them, oh, I've been at dialysis tech for 15 years. And the next one say, oh, I've been at dialysis for 25 years. And I say, me, Andrea Arlene Stewart, is not going to be at tech more than 10 years. So said, so done. So you see that tongue, yeah? Be careful what you say. And your thoughts are also very powerful. I don't know who need to hear that on the live this morning. But your thoughts are extremely powerful. Be careful what you say and be careful what you think because they become a reality. Okay? All right. So the 10 years, yeah. When I did my grandson's baby shower, Legacy is going to be 5 in October. When I did my grandson's baby shower in May, right, of 2011, 2011. That's what? Wait, I would cheer Legacy Band. Remember? But the May after year when Legacy Band, banana memory. God, please clear my memory. But when me the baby shower, I said to my son, said, you know, LJ, the dialysis job is really getting to me and my business I pick up because my business started growing in COVID, right? And when my business started growing, I realized that yes, one second, guys. Miss Yvonne, good morning. Hello? Hello? Huh? Yes, Miss Yvonne. What's going on? So, mm, Yeah, today is a holiday. Mm. Oh, so you didn't check your schedule before you went to therapy? It's gonna be 5. Um, yeah, I'm over here on YouTube. I'm on YouTube live. All right, have a good day. All right, bye. Lord, mistake I make. Legacy is going to be 5 in October. So he was born in 20. I don't remember. You figure it out, but anyway. And while I was doing the job, sorry, because I had a phone call from my best friend mom. Her feet broke a couple of months ago, and I always check in on her. And she said she got up and went to therapy, not knowing that she wasn't supposed to be there today. So she come over and call me because I always check on her. One thing with me, I am very compassionate when it comes to elderly people. I'm always compassionate to them, always. My son is outside. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. What I was saying. Back to what I was saying. So all that long hours and everything, and when I did Legacy Baby Show, and I said my son was growing, and when my business was growing, and I was doing the baby show, and I turned to my son and said, LJ, I honestly don't even know what to do right now because guess what? My business is growing, and whenever I ask these people for time off, they kind of don't want to give me the time off from my job, because I was working TTS Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And because I get most of the catering on Saturdays, I asked my boss, God bless her heart, if she could transfer me over to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, MWF. And yes, I know it's you. Careful, careful. It's in here. Just stick out the ice make I stick that. Stick that. Here. Yeah. So when I did my son baby shower, I told my son, I said, Johnny's right here. I'm not lying. I don't do lies. I said, LJ, I don't think I want to work anymore, because my business is growing to the point where whenever I change my schedule to the next shift, and my coworkers used to have attitude and I wanted to leave early to go do my business, and it was in COVID where people wasn't eating in restaurants like that. So they would always contact me for small catering for a family of 6. If me have a water bottle? Yeah, yeah, I got water. Catering for 6, catering for 10. And that time, COVID was like going crazy. So people were scared to go to the restaurants to eat. People were scared to just go out anywhere. So my business kept growing where people was contacting me. My nieces were, I thank God for my family. I have a family that really wanted to see me win. So my niece, them, they're popular on social media. They used to go ahead and tag me in every little thing. And I've never seen so much of my skin type and my culture do both parties until COVID. Every time you turn around, people were out on the waters doing boat parties. So they would contact me for those yacht parties, and everybody would come, because that was a safe way for you and your close friends to go out and enjoy, even though COVID was still active. So that's how I got real, real popular as far as my business started growing. And once my business started growing, it was now uncomfortable for me to work because they was having a problem every time I would ask to leave a little bit early because now Fridays I was getting business also, and sometimes they would contact me for events on Fridays. So that was getting a little bit uncomfortable. And again, since it's motivation on Monday, happy motivation on Monday to you guys. I'm going to put this into the conversation. You see, whenever you ask God for something, it's going to happen. But you have to be prepared, because when you ask him to show you the way, because I wanted to leave the dialysis job. I love the patients. My boss was amazing. Some of my co-workers were real nice, but you had the haters too. Remember that part. But as far as me, what did you say? You see what I'm talking about? Thank you. Thank you. You're going to have the haters and the naysayers and the wish you no good. But you see, when you know how to pray and talk to Father God upstairs and you ask him, you say, Father God, you are the creator of heaven and earth. And you know you're the one who promised me that you have plans for me, plans to prosper me. Then all the wicked and the naysayers are going to win over you. Never. That's why I don't believe in negativities. I don't speak negativities over my mouth because I want no negativities over my life. All I want over my life is positivity and the plans that God has for me. You understand? So when it started to get, my son was just in here. When it started to get uncomfortable as far as me getting the time off and everything, I said, God, it's up to you now to show me when the time is right to leave my job. When I spoke to my son and he said, Mommy, yes, if this is what you want, I support you 110%. And because I know where I fall short, my son would fall in and help me because I'm a single woman. Don't ramp with a praying woman. Me don't. I go tell you my next story before me. I'm about my job. I go tell you my next story about my job. If you want to stay over here, you've been over here this long, please stay for the story. Because I have a story time. Another story time. And when I did my grandson's baby shower 5 years ago, I put in my 2 weeks notice. I took a leave of absence and the rest is history. So if you're not following me, you can go look on my page and see my growth. Okay? And today, you will see my boss commenting on my page, well wishing me on my page. One of my co-worker passed away, unfortunately, the other day. May his soul rest in peace. And I text my boss and tell her how sorry I am. We still have a very good relationship. If I want back my job tomorrow morning at that clinic, I can get my job back. Never you leave your job on a bad note. Always make sure you leave your job with good impression of you and make sure you leave in good terms. Okay? Because you just never know when you might want to fall back. Sometimes I was here when things get quiet and I'm like, do I need to go back to the dialysis clinic? But one thing I have is a praying mother. And my mother always, sometimes I'll be here and my faith gets a little bit shadowy. And I say, Lord, me to now go. And she said, I'm trying to worry. By the time the week done, God I gonna make something up. And boom, just like that. By the time the week done, God open up a door for me. I'm telling you this, nothing is impossible if you trust and you believe in God. I don't know who on this live this morning needs to hear this, but God is able. He promised us. And when it gets dim and dark, I always say, Father God, you promised me that you're never going to leave or forsake me. And I trust you and I believe in your promise. And God always make it happen for me. Jesus. Oh God, thank you, Lord. Question. Don't you think God leads you into this direction for a reason? Well, I think so. Trust the process, lady. Yes, but I do. One time, my girlfriend, Sister Shirley, I go upstairs to me. But the cup name, my daughter them buy give me from December. Mason jar, some kind of cup. And I if me put my water in. And I used to be on that water journey and I had fall off. Me have a next story time for go now. One thing me no want ever do again, I get a house with stairs. It's not easy to climb 15 stairs a step. Trust me. Oh, why? Alright, I'll come get my water jug because I drink a lot of water throughout the day. Thanks for staying over here with me here. If you're not on your water journey yet, since it's Motivational Monday, I'm going to tell you this. Start drinking your water. Please do. Okay? If you're not a water person, flavor it. Put your lemon, put your cucumber, put your mint, but start drinking. Okay? I used to love soda, the freezing, the Sprite, and the ginger ale, and all of that stuff. And every time I go to the doctor for the past 2 years, I'm borderline diabetic. I'm hypertensive. And you guys know that cholesterol is a problem for all of us. When we get up into age, women over 40 and 50, our body starts to change. So we have to take care of ourselves. All right? It's imperative that we take care of ourselves. Listen to me, Pat. Me never like water either. So I always tell you this, it's a mind over matter situation. If you know it's good for you, you know what made me like water, and I can share it with you. I saw something about alkaline water. And I don't know if you ever drink alkaline water, but it's smoother. To me, it's just a smoother tasting and drinking water. So I started like 4 years ago drinking alkaline water. And when me tell you, it worked for me because it kept my face nice and pretty. Me don't know. Alkaline water me love. But if you don't like water, flavor it. Flavor it. I see you said something about okra. Me don't like okra. But you can put some okra in your water because okra is good for you. It's full of antioxidant and all of that. You anything you like cucumber, pineapple, lemon, flavor the water. Sometimes when I'm here, I squeeze lemon in my water and drink it, but I drink. I drink. It's good for you. Back to story time. So while I was at the dialysis job, my boss and the lady that used to take care of my disabled daughter, we'll talk about my disabled daughter, the journey about my disabled daughter in another live. And if it's your first time here and you're not following me, please follow and go check out my long form videos, okay? And my shorts. Anyways, how I got this dialysis job, I didn't have much experience. I worked with one company for 3 years. And with dialysis, you have to get experience, then you move on, and that's how you get a better paying job. So the lady that used to take care of my daughter, her daughter is friends with the boss at the clinic. And she spoke to her and she got me the job. And I started working. So now I'm getting a little better pay, and it's a private clinic. Private clinics usually pay you more than the public clinics, all right? You're welcome. Anyways, I can't wash the plate while me at talk. I have to drop my daughter one appointment. I have some editing to do. I'm really putting in the time over here on YouTube, guys. So please help me by sharing, liking, and watching my long form videos because I am putting in the work. So when I started at the job, first of all, you don't have to do people nothing for them not to like you. People are envious of even your personality and how other people like you. And somebody on the 1 minute, sweetheart. Sure. No. I'm on YouTube live and I'm watching now. You didn't know I'm big on social media? No, he didn't tell me that. He didn't show, really quick, he didn't show you my social media? No. And I think you're the only one in my family. I'm the only one that knows you. Everybody's curious. You don't know the rest of my family, right? No, not really. Everybody is very curious. One of them is upstairs. Getting ready to go on a job interview. Let me call her and let her come downstairs. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, this. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Stick a pin. I'm coming. Don't move. 1 minute. Leah. 1 minute, guys. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys about my son is very secretive. You know that's okay. Kalia, come downstairs. Your brother girl downstairs. Come downstairs. Yeah, guys. So what happened is when I started working at the clinic, I was the youngest, I think, at the clinic. I'm lying. When I got to the clinic, I met this American girl named Lisa, right? And when I tell you Lisa is the sweetest, she was very soft spoken, loving, kind. But me, I'm always the type of person I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna bring lunch, I'm gonna share my lunch. And I'll never forget till this day, Lisa said to me, Andrea, because of your love for cooking, your kindness, your personality, you're going to go far in this business. She said, Andrea, you are going to be such a big chef. One day you're going to see, you're going to see. And she gave me the prayers of Jabez. And I kept it on my nightstand. LJ girlfriend said she want to meet her. She's in the bathroom. She's coming. Right? So she gave me the prayers. Kalia, she's the youngest. She's one of the twins. I know. It's like the other one looks like me. Really? Yeah. I did say that. It was one of them. No, one looks like the mom. I remember he was showing me like your Instagram, I think, one time. I was like, oh. So we didn't show you my Instagram. He's a piece of work. Hi. He's very wicked. Hold on. That's my personal page. No, but let me show you the business page. That's me on Instagram. I have to talk to you about something. Which one? Yeah. You can take my number and call me. Let Kalia give her the number because I'm on live. You guys go. I'm on live outside and I don't want nobody here. And you can go out and talk. I slept on my couch, okay? I woke up and go. I'll go for a walk. Yes, sorry guys. So what ended up happening now is that while I'm at the clinic and my boss, she realized that I know my boss, but there's this Spanish girl at the clinic, she's Spanish. When Lisa, she's the one who trained Lisa, and Lisa told me that she's dangerous. But Lisa is soft spoken and quiet. Me, I'm a very nice person. I have a very nice personality, but don't try me. I'm not a pushover. And for the people that know me, Pat, you don't know me in person, but I'm very tall. I'm 5'8". I'm tall. And not that that's gonna intimidate anybody, but I'm a tall, dominant woman. I'm a Sachi. When I walk in rooms, heads turn. Okay? I have that type of personality. Okay? So she used to be aggravating Lisa, but Lisa was soft spoken and quiet. She said, Andrea, you're gonna be great. And she gave me the prayers of Jabez. Bless me indeed. Lord, enlarge my territory. And she told me you are going to be such an amazing chef. And today, I could tell you guys her words. I'm telling you, what comes out of your mouth, Your belief have a lot to do with your success. Thank you, Pat. And I'm going to tell you this. That lady was the thorn in my back on the job. The minute she realized that I knew my boss, she tried to make my life a living hell. I'm going to tell her what we did have to do. I know I'm speaking, but so if you don't understand, let me know. Anyways, she started, let me tell you what she was doing. Everybody was scared at her on the job, from the charge nurse to everybody, because for one, she was friend with the boss. And she's the person that used to run to the boss and carry the news and tell the boss everybody business. That's the type of person she was. So what ended up happening now is that she went ahead and she would make the schedule her way. She would try to give me all the wheelchair patients, the patients that are harder to take care of, and all of this stuff. It went on until we both, if you just join, I'm telling a story, a real story since it's motivation on Monday. She used to go to the boss office, tell him. I remember one time she told the boss, one of the nurse, that she was sitting there sleeping. She videoed the lady and sent it to my boss. Let me tell you something about my boss. Let me tell you, my boss is one of the coolest person on this planet. But don't press her button. She's just like me. Nice, but don't press my button. So she go and she thought that she would have gotten my friend fired, but my boss did not. She just give her a warning and tell her this is what she see happening, but she needs to be careful and that all the other stuff, right? So one day now she was giving me all the work to do, even when I was on my monthly and I was having cramps. I had to be lifting and pulling the heavy wheelchairs, lifting the patient from the ones that are in the wheelchair, lifting them, putting them in the dialysis chair, lifting them back, and my stomach used to be cramping me. And that lady used to just try to make my life a living hell. And I'm going to tell you what she did and got herself into trouble. And I was the one who did not open my mouth. She used to steal time. And you know, on a job that does not work. Okay? So on the job, what she would do, she would make case done her patient them, leave gone Walmart for all an hour or two and go shop, and then she come back. One day, me and another co-worker was in the break room. She used to make a lot of people live life living hell, so she had a lot of people who wasn't fond of her on the job. And one day, me and another co-worker was in the break room when she went to Walmart to do her shopping and come back. And it's after she come back, she clock out. That's like 2 hours. She'll finish working at 1 o'clock. She don't clock out till 2, till 3. That's 2 hours on the people every time clock. And the person went and told. And my boss now started to investigate. So they're gonna go on the flow sheets from the store, from the floor, from the patient, and they're gonna look and they're gonna see that her last patient got off the dialysis machine probably about, let's say, 1:30, and she did not clock out until, thank you, but I have to give the testimony over here on YouTube because that helped to build my testimony and where I am today. So when she did they started investigating her and she didn't know. She thought she and the boss was bestie. But one time when they took me to the office, because she used to aggravate me, and me, I got lash out. Me, I don't know, weak link. You understand? Weak was never in my blood. So nobody now walk over me. Anyway, I go at the they took me to the office. They took me to the office. And when them carry me go to the office, she lick out to my boss. It was me, her, the charge nurse, the nurse on the floor, and my boss. 5 of we in the office. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. I understand. We'll talk. But cut long story short, she thought she was doing me bad, and it ended up backfire on her. Because they investigated her and realized she was stealing hours. And when my boss came on the floor and asked me, she said, we know what's going on. We knew you were in the break room because the other coworker said you were there that day when she came in back from outside and punched in. I said, I didn't see nothing. And my boss said, whether or not you tell us, we already know what's going on. And you know, I didn't tell. I didn't come up my mouth and said, yes, I was in there. Because me, I'm not the person that's going to take food out of anybody's mouth. I'm not cut from that cloth. Because through my barrage of family in my Jamaica, when me help feed and clothes, me not going to do it to nobody. You understand? Me is not that type of person. Because nobody knows your story unless you tell them. Okay? So, saying that to say this, be careful what you do to people. She was trying to get me fired, and I walked off that job by taking a leave of absence and can go back anytime I want. So clap that, guys. Clap that. Don't you ever try to box food out of anybody's mouth. Yes, she did her own grave and she had to lay in it. They fired her. And me, we could have tell on her, I did not. I could have told her and got her into a lot of deep water, and I did not because I'm not that type of person. I did not go back food out of nobody mouth. Because me know me have my one barrage of family, and when they call me, as long as I'm able to help, I'm going to help. Pat is on my line, and Pat been following me for years. Pat knows I'm take care of my family. Yeah, even the one them when I like me. Because you have your own family member when you don't do them nothing. But because not only your family, you have people out here who you remind them of who they could have been. You are a replica of what they could have been, so they dislike you for that. Know that, okay? I'm not feed off the negative energy. I'm not the best person in the world, but I know I'm a great woman, okay? And everything you do, I'm not like some people who everything you do, you're going to want validation for it. So you come for life and you have to talk everything when you do. No, my action speaks volume. I mean, I have to put on and take off of social media because I'm not that type of person. Before social media was around, before I was popular on social media, I was this person. I'm just born that way. And that's how my grandmother is. You notice when I post my grandmother the other day on Instagram for her birthday, how much people compliment. You think a little people pass through my grandmother yard that she did good for her? They go up that way there. And they always say you inherit what your generation has planted. You inherit see that your generation. So sometimes we used to some no disrespect, I go through some terrible part in our life is because them generation before them never did straight. Them generation did lean. Them generation was evil. Them generation was corrupt. Oh, but you can break generational curse because if you know say your generation never nice and you know right from wrong and do right, good will follow you. Yep. The amount of family member when you take care of. The amount of family member when you help. Me have like 3 other family member with everything and we the family call. Every death, everything that happens in our family. And we the other day when my uncle passed, I went to Jamaica to Lane to rest. And they told me a date and I bought my ticket right away and went down. And we never had everything in check, so we didn't get to Lane to rest at the time. And I'm just gonna show you when you do good, it follows you. I didn't plan on going back to the funeral, but when they finally got it together, it was a lot going on because his ex-wife was in his bank book and all kind of story. And when we finally got it right and get ready to bury him, my a friend of mine called me and he was like, "You going back to the funeral?" I said, "I didn't plan to because I was out there 3 weeks ago and we didn't do the funeral." And the person said, "That's not what I asked you. You want to go?" And I said, "I would love to go." And the person gave me the $600 to buy my ticket. So when you do good, a lot of time it don't come back from who you do it to. It comes back 10 times fold, but it comes back from somebody. So never stop being genuine. Never stop being the best version of yourself. Never stop being a cheerful giver. Don't make because some people that you do it to is ungrateful. Don't make that stop you from being a clean and a good hearted person. Because when it comes back 10 times fold. Okay? People always tell me that too. You see, in COVID, I have a very close knit family. And when we had one chicken, when we had tin mackerel to cook with some rice, it was us. When we had one chicken to cook for all of us, it was us. We always ate, eat, drink, and be merry. When we have lobster and steak and chicken and fish, it's still us. I have a very close knit family, and we're blessed, we're humbled, we're honored because we set the pace for a lot of people. A lot of people out there admire my family, Pat. A lot. Me don't know about cause I'm fight and war with family member and my mother. Me know people say them and them mother and me and my mother, me and my sister this and my sister that and my brother that. Me don't know that story there. Because I was never brought up like that. I was brought up in a loving, kind, giving, God-fearing family. Thank you, Mama Enid, sitting on her veranda right now. Yeah, 97 years old and still going. I have a YouTube with her, and that I went to Jamaica the other day and went to surprise her. She is still in good health, thank God. Her memory is just slightly a little bit going right now, but apart from that, my grandmother is doing absolutely great. Glory be to the Most High. And my grandpa, my mom's dad, is still alive. He's older than my grandma. I always ask God to me, bless me to someone, just like oh I see you bless. Oh my God, it's gonna happen for you, Pat. You know, I didn't even know you were on YouTube. You know, because I haven't seen you or spoke to you in a while. And YouTube, me there, you know, me I do my little research. Some over there, me I slide through YouTube. And when me look, me see you, and me I say, wait, over your Pat, you know. And when me click on your page, me see say you're over there like every day. I mean, I know how, but it pop up on my phone sometimes. Say you're there on YouTube live. So I saw me come over there and me know you did have my number long time and we used to communicate and things and time, but I respect you and I know you respect me and I'm gonna tell you this and I probably never told you this before, Pat. But when I was in my growing stage on Instagram and TikTok, I remember you used to always come over there and comment and just you were one of them that would always give me that motivation to keep going. Even on days when I didn't feel like it, you were one of them that would keep me motivated. I probably never told you this before, but I'm telling you now to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, Andrea. Because let me tell you something, it can get depressing. It can get depressing when you're on you TikTok every day, YouTube, on Instagram. Because I just came over. I used to post over here, but I wasn't putting in. I used to come over here, but I never used to put in the work that I'm putting in now on YouTube, right? But it can get depressing when you're putting in the work and it seems like you're not getting any followers, you're not getting any likes, the algorithm is not reaching. And for me, I'm over here smiling because I have learned that you have to just put the work in and believe that one day God will make it happen. Because I ended up having so much viral videos over TikTok, Instagram, and TikTok. But for me, my biggest audience is over Instagram. I get a lot of viral videos. So that's proof to me that nothing is impossible. You know, I never knew. Me, little Andrea, old school Andrea, will learn a lot of things about social media so late, would be in a position where I've had over 1 million views on one content over over Instagram. Okay, I haven't reached 1 million views yet over TikTok, right? But I have had more than one video over Instagram that got me over 1 million views. That's a big deal. And I'm so proud of myself. And I remember when I started out and I started doing social media, and I used to just go on there, and because then I was working at the dialysis clinic and I was so tired. So I didn't know how it works, how the algorithm works. So I probably would post once a week, and I would take the videos from TikTok and I would put them out. Pat, I'm gonna call you after I'm finished with this live. You know that my personality, my authenticity is what got me where I am today. And I'm sitting over YouTube doing my research from the other day, and I'm looking at some people that are viral on YouTube, and it's the same thing. It's people authenticity that people gravitate to. Me, I go call you afterwards, and we are gonna talk. I am sitting here doing my when I have the time. I'm sitting over here doing my homework, and I realize it's people authenticity. You have to be authentic. You have to be real. I for sure the real you and them something that people like. Sometimes I come by here with my ear and I not put on no makeup, I not go put on lash, I not do them something to impress. I'm over here to show you the real me. That's the stuff that people gravitates to. The other day my face break out so bad, Pat. Because anytime you see me stress, me get my breakout. And I always had acne problem when I was young. And when me tell her, say, when me look and me say, damn, my face a break up. I have a video to edit too that I went to my esthetician and did a skincare routine. I just edit my face. One thing me not that consistent with, and it's because I work, I do my own grocery shopping for my events, I clean the meat myself, I prep myself. It's not easy. Right now I'm in the process of looking for somebody to help me with that and the wash up, the cleaning up after. But so because of that, I don't have the quality time to edit my videos, but I have so much video in my phone to edit. And it's my consistency with my long videos why I haven't get monetized yet. Because in shorts, I'm doing absolutely great. It's just my longs. And it's going to happen because this time I'm willing to put the work in. Comes what may, the work is going to be put in, okay? Let me tell you, when you start drinking water, it becomes so nice. It's unbelievable. The water tastes so refreshing. They say room temperature is the best, but for me like water coolish. So yes, Pat, is the truth. That's what I realized. Compared to TikTok, me and you talk about it. Me can't manage the baga and the bad words and the type of, I cannot. This fits my personality even more. I love YouTube. And all those hours, but nothing happened before the time that I used to sit over YouTube, TikTok, seasoning meats and doing all of that. This is where I should be. But again, nothing happens before the time. You understand? Thank you so much for staying with me. I finished cleaned up the kitchen. I'm going to take all the garbage now. And I have to take my daughter to an appointment. So I am going to end the live now. But if I can, I will come back later. Depends on what's going on because I'm going to stop by um, my friend's cousin Memorial Day thing. He has it every year. But because of the music, I cannot go live because I don't want that to work against my monetization. So I won't be able to go live. That's the thing. TikTok, you can do those things, but I realize over YouTube, you can't do those things. Yes, now is the time. Yes, ma'am. I realize that now is the time for me to do what I need to do. So, because I have a whole bunch of editing to do, may have one whole heap of editing for do today. God no. I'm gonna make up my mind because may I do something for the I will let you guys know, don't worry. That's how you're gonna find out the real me. Because trust me guys, I told y'all before, and I have a nice fan base over TikTok. I have a nice fan base. And the same name that I give them over there is the same name I'm giving over here. Because on my journey, I believe when people are there with you as a family, as a community, and they are there for you, they support you, they pray with you, they laugh with you, they cry with you, that's being faithful. So over here, my team is Team Faithful over here too. And that's the name of my team over TikTok. All right. So over here, whenever I come live, it's going to be Team Faithful. And I thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the share, the likes, and the well wishes, and most of all, your prayers. Because your prayers means a lot throughout this journey. Because we have to stay prayed up. Pat, I told you before that I appreciate you so much because a lot of people are gatekeepers. And thanks be to the Most High when you reached out to me and told me, how much you admire me and admire my tenacity and my resilience and I love my family. Some people have chip on their shoulders. They probably would have never, uh, reach out back or stuff. I'm gonna tell you guys another story too. You know, this late. All right, on Instagram, you can't follow everybody will follow you. But if some of the people reach out to you, you can reach back out when you have the time. So yesterday morning, when was it? Friday morning, I got up and I saw this lady on Instagram. She commented on one of my posts. So when I click on her page and I saw her tenacity and her personality, I was like, damn, this lady is just like me. She's in England. She has a garden and she does gardening, but she follows me now. And I wasn't following her back because I have almost, I have close to 55,000 followers over there on Instagram. And I clicked on her page and I liked a couple of her videos and I messaged her. Oh my gosh. I'm going to read to y'all before I hang up. Just to show you this motivational Monday. When you stay true to yourself, stay authentic, stay being the person that God created you to be, or people respect and rate you. All right, I'm going to read her. Oh, she sent me a bag of messages. All right, so let me read it. Put on my glass. Oh, my glasses there. Hold on. I'm going to read this to y'all, and this will be my closing statement, just to show you guys. When you stay true to yourself, oh, God bless you in different ways. It doesn't have to be the people that you. The reason I still have on my gloves, I'm going to take out my garbage. So she said, thank you so much, Drea. I love your cooking. Her name is, let me tell you, DW Pepper Farm. That's her name on Instagram. Thank you so much, Drea. I love your cooking. Thanks for following me and mentioning me. Oh, girl, I love you. And oh my God, I can't believe it. Who that? LJ, come back. And I did post her on my page also. I did post her on my page because the way she was dancing and Karen, I said, this is how my day is going to be today. And I tagged her and she couldn't believe that I did it. And then she said, oh my God, keep going, girl. Listen, you're going to go. You're going to go. Listen, you're going to grow. Listening, growth. Keep striving. The to the pinnacle. You should stand up. You're gonna stand up there with a crown. Trust me, believe me when I say that D.W. Gardner says that, may I wash your food, good spirit, and it spread. And when it spread and the good, then I spread the good food and good love. Everything it's spread like wildfire. That's how people grow. So I just wanted to show you guys that people out here, and I always say that, Pat, you can testify to that. People are always watching. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay authentic. And sometimes it takes me 2, 3 hours to sit down and respond to comments. Because when you have one video that goes viral and you have over 1,000 comments, you have to sit there and go through it because people feel involved and they feel like you care when you take the time out to respond to their comments. Trust me. And that's a lot. And then she go back and she said, "Good morning, aunt. Good morning, aunt. Thanks for the love. I have to, first of all, still active, but I messed up with doing stupid shorts as the algorithm won't deliver the video. Hence, I started a new one, just doing long form videos. One One is Miss Donna Lifestyle. The other is D.W. Gardner. Drea, the only drawback is because I have a full-time job as a gas engineer, so I cannot do much. I even asked her if she had a YouTube page because her personality is so bubbly. I tell her they would love her over YouTube, so she need to go over YouTube. She is amazing, and I just love her personality. And she was very surprised that I responded by liking her picture, liking her stuff, and gave her a shout out. You understand? I'm going to show y'all her page. No, because I can't play the video because of copyrights. But I'm going to end this today, Pat, and I'm going to call you. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to end this by saying, stay true to yourself. It's Motivational Monday. Don't watch the race. The race is never for the swift. When I was little growing up, my grandmother would say the race is never for the swift. It's who can endure to the end. Pat, keep pushing, my friend. Yes, I did. I did. Keep pushing. Keep believing. Trust in the process. Keep trusting God. It's timing because God's timing is the best timing. Okay? I will see you guys later. I've been alive for over 2 years, 2 months, 2 hours. I eat, I full my belly, I watch a plate, now I'm gonna take out the garbage and I have some things to do. I'm going to make a call now. Later we can. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for staying on my live. Again, guys, always remember to eat good, make sure you stay healthy, feel good, and walk good through this life. Keep walking the right path and stay blessed. All right? Big up on yourself. Thank you so much, Pat. Hmm?